Matabeng Village. So I'm going to take you through the landing from Matabeng. It's along this river here, the Senqu river, which is flowing really nicely. After a couple days, in fact a couple weeks of really good rain. So that's really nice to see how it's flowing. Matabeng Village is found along this river just in front of me there at 6,200 foot. So I'm descending to 7,200. I'll fly over, check the wind. It is a two-way runway, although I've only ever landed uphill. Just because of the prevailing wind, and it's a 4% slope, which is not too steep, but definitely a little easier to land uphill than on a 4% downhill. So I'm expecting the normal landing. There's not too much wind, and with that normal landing there is a go critical. So I've got an abort on short finals. Okay, with all the rain, everything's looking nice and green. It's actually a little bit harder for me to see the runway, but I see it there in front of me now, just off to my left, and I'm approaching 7,200 foot shortly. My mixture going rich. Sections on the left, aux pump is off. Taking my first flap, looking at the runway. Wind is maybe less than 5 knots. And runway looks good. Less than 5 knots, and it's a crosswind, so landing uphill is going to be just fine. There's the village below me, Matabeng Village. There's the clinic. Take my second flaps and report to the flight follower that I am continuing with the landing. Alright, my airstrip wind lasso is briefed. My abort is on short final before the ridge. If the ground speed is more than 82, let's say, for today, 82, or if approach is unstable, or if there's something on the runway, I will abort. Alright. As I continue descending onto base, I'm going to slow down to 70 knots airspeed, and I've got a point ahead of me there, some fields that I know I need to be over at 6,300 foot. That will put me on a good approach path. On base leg with my brakes prop checked, and bringing it back to 70 knots. I'm a little bit high, so I'm just going to take this base a little bit wider. 70 knots coming in there. Turning slowly onto final approach here, 70 knots. Okay, there's the runway nicely in front of me. All flaps. Gull flaps are closed. That brings green light for landing. Ground speed 67. That's nice and slow for that. I can't land on the first 100 foot or so. It's too steep on this runway, but then it levels off. And I'm getting a little low here. Let's add power. And I am committed.